year to go to Athens, I'm already well into my preparations now. It's really a 4-year cycle, and I think any athlete in that 4-year cycle, every day of their life, they think about the next Olympic Games. As it stands at the moment, I'm, as world champion, I'm #1 in the world, so that doesn't automatically give me selection for an Olympic place, but it's 90% of the way there. I'm Sire. Okay. To be a top rating cyclist, I think you need to have a fantastic physical engine to absorb the workloads and stresses put under to get to the top. Mentally as well, to cope with the pressures of an Olympic Games, the amount of media pressure put on you, personal pressure. I think all those things take account. I'm 23 years old. Everything about the Olympics is an incredible experience and something you never really forget. Everyone grows up watching the Olympic Games. It happens once every 4 years, and everyone can remember an Olympic champion. I'm a track endurance cyclist. After winning the bronze medal in Sydney, my life didn't change, but the way people perceived me changed. I got a lot of more recognition within the sport. Someone in the street, you said to them, I've won the Tour de France or an Olympic medal. I know which one they'd associate more with, and that was just incredible, that experience of winning a medal. I'm preparing for my second Olympic Games. I think if I won Olympic gold, that would be all I'd be remembered for in 15 years' time, having finished the sport. I think I'd be remembered as Olympic champion over anything else I would ever achieve in the sport. I think anyone wants the top rank, and regardless of what you do in life, and Olympic gold is really what's on my mind.
Fastest time and event record. Sean Yates, paced by Bradley Wiggins, 34:39.
This is Manchester Velodrome, the biggest cycling facility in the UK, and has been home to 2 World Championships here, the last of which was after the Sydney Games, and we had second place in the team pursuit. So it's quite a special place, this, for us all. We spend 6 months of the year here training on the boards before various competitions, Worlds, Olympics, Commonwealth Games, and it almost feels like a second home. I think there's a lot of expectancy on me, certainly as a world champion, and Dave Miller, Tour de France stage winner, also a world champion, and also Rob Hales, his Cofidis teammate. It's certainly the cream of the crop tonight in British track racing, so we'll hopefully see what happens. Sat down in January and planned the year out, and it worked, with a world title, Tour de l'Avenir, and finishing off with again the 6th day and the European Championships in between that. It's been a dream year, and hopefully next year there's more to come. So it's my sole objective in life really, as a cyclist, was to win the Olympic Games, and if I can do that, I'll be just over the moon with it.
Brad, explain to us how 2004 will pan out for you.
So 2004, it's quite a complicated year with our World Championships being held in May in Melbourne, Australia. So that kind of creates a few problems for a lot of cyclists aiming to be in top shape in Athens in August. For me, as current world champion, I'm actually planning not to defend my title there. So that means I'll be based on the road in France all year, right through doing races such as the Tour de France, and then come away from the Tour, leaving me 4 weeks to prepare for my event in Athens. So I'm taking a bit of a risk by not going to the World Championships. I'm counting on other people to qualify the places for me.
We've hardly started the year and you've already had a big event, a new team.
Yeah, I mean, I've changed changed colours now this year for this year. I've been my previous team, FDJ.com, which were the French National Lottery, now riding for Crédit Agricole, which is one of the biggest banks in France. So a change of sponsor, new kit, green. Yeah, a new change, new management, new group of riders, and again, that's another step towards hopefully winning Olympic gold. It's a positive step. So.
And Crédit Agricole has a good history of a successful British rider.
Yeah, I mean, Chris Boardman, obviously also Olympic champion in the discipline I'm aiming to win, who's now my coach as well. Spent his whole career there, 7 years at Crédit Agricole, under the same management team, same mechanics. So, you know, they've been there and done it, if you like, and hopefully they'll go through the same experience with me. So, again, it can only be a positive thing.
Just to explain to people who may not realise, you're a southerner living in the northwest of England, riding for a French team.
Yeah, I mean, I was born in Belgium. My father's Australian and my mum's English. So I've got 3 passports. I grew up in London my whole life, really, with my mother. Then after the Commonwealth Games at a party, met my current fiancée and moved north to Wiggins, which isn't the Saint-Tropez of England, but it's I mean, it's a nice place. I enjoy the lifestyle up here, enjoy the training. Got a lot of friends up here now and a nice life, so yeah, I mean, it's a good change. And with Manchester so close as well, with the velodrome and that, it's great.
With all this going on, new team, Tour de France, everything,
Yeah.
is Athens always in your mind?
Oh yeah, I mean, it has been, like I say, since 2000. It's something I've lived for almost. I think I've said it a few times before, but if I never did anything else in the sport, I'd be content. You know, I've even toyed with retiring after Athens, but I won't. But it's something that I could contemplate doing, having won it, and that's what it means to me. So, more than anything in the sport, Tour de France is, you know, any other race that's important in the cycling calendar. The Olympic Games for me is the one, and it has been. Every day I go out training now. This more so after the new year as well. Before it's in the back of your mind, but you're not when you go out training the Olympics. But since January 1st, it really has sort of hit me. You know, this is a year, and every day I go out, like today in the rain, it's, you know, this is going to win you Olympic gold.
So nobody at all is going to see you with a beer until you've won the gold medal in Athens?
No, I mean, I got there. No, I'm not an alcoholic or anything. I just enjoy life as well, and I've just, yeah, I don't drink beer down to Athens, but that's just a statement I've made to myself that it's like a treat almost, you know, when I do win, and it's just for something so small, it's making me make a statement that I'm giving it everything, absolutely everything, diet, so I can look back and know that I did everything I could possibly do to win the Olympics. And it's the small little things that really, when you get to that level in sport, that really make the big things, the big difference. And you know, resting well and diet and everything, not cutting corners, training, and they're just the little things I'm going to make sure I do right this year. So just preparing now for Revolution 2 tonight. Beautiful day, so just going to go out and turn the legs for an hour or so and see how they feel. It's nice to get out, just out of the house really,
if anything. You're not sitting around thinking about a big competition. These kind of things are a good dress rehearsal for when you get to the big competitions like Athens. Obviously, tremendous amount of pressure on yourself, and it's nice to just get out on the bike. It's one of the few things that you can really just take your mind away from things, and especially in the lanes like this, it's a nice sunny day. Enjoy the scenery a bit, take a bit of the tension away, take your mind off things for a few hours, and like I say, just loosen off a bit really. So that's the not really a training day, more just a leisure ride really. Get a lot of funny looks riding around. Obviously it's a bit unusual seeing a guy riding around in green look a bit like Robin Hood, but if only they knew. So that's just an hour or so training done for this morning. Time now to go in, get showered up, maybe have a bit of a nap, pre-race meal, and then it's in the car and down to the track. So it's pretty non-stop, but feel a bit better now. Haven't got out of the house for a few hours this morning, so looking forward to it. See you at the track later. Again tonight over here, so hopefully it'll be an exciting night. It's nice to always come back here, especially as a world champion, and really show off my jersey, and especially in Britain and in Manchester where I live now, so it's really exciting always coming here and preparing to race. First win of the night. It was very pleasing to win that, having been defeated the last time to David Miller, so a bit of revenge there for me. Very nervous going into it, real atmosphere in here, and with all the cream of British cycling it was always going to be difficult, but managed to come out on top just, so I'm very pleased. So here we are, a new month and a new house. Come on inside and have a look around. Not quite finished yet. Still a few things to do in here, but the majority of it's done. Take you in and show you something that is finished. This is the dining room. Steve Redgrave, not on the wall yet, but once he is, then that's still my little reminder as to what I'm trying to achieve this year. Really regard Steve as a bit of an idol. For someone who's won 5 Olympic golds, makes trying to win one a little bit easy really. So this is the living room. It's finally completed now. This is Catherine, my good lady. She's
I'm watching you on the show.
Oh, sorry, I'll have to keep quiet. Yeah, Cath's been the one who's done most of the decorating in the house. I'm away a lot of the time racing and training, and coming home and doing decorating doesn't really appeal to me. So Cath's been the one who's got most of it in order and made it livable. So yeah, and this is our new little dog as well, Snoopy. She's a new house and a new dog, so we're a little family now. So before we sit down and have a bit of a chat, I'm going to get changed first. So you're not allowed in this room, okay? The
season's well underway. Are you in good shape?
Yeah, I think in terms of where I need to be at this time of year, it's everything's great. I've hit my first marker now, as we're going to speak about in a bit. But so everything is on track really now after a shaky first few weeks of the season, having crashed and suffering with flu and things like that. But it's all back on track now. So.
And tell us about that, about hitting your marker.
Yeah, we had our first Olympic trial, if you like, last weekend, and for me it was a bit of a test coming out of Paris-Nice 5 days after a big stage race, and I hit the time I needed to hit for this time of year, which was 4:25. It's quite a way off of what I won the Worlds at last year, but in terms of it being March, I'm way ahead of where I was this time last year.
You're going to be on the track in Athens, but you're on the road with Crédit Agricole at the moment, and we've had the first big race of the year, the Paris-Nice, which we saw on Eurosport. General views on how you fared, the experience?
A bit before Paris-Nice, I just suffered with a couple of weeks with the flu, and that it was snowing up here in Chapel, and it was difficult to be out training, and I paid for that really. So the prologue, which was sort of supposed to be my event there, really was a washout, and the first few days was just about finding my form and finding my condition again, going in a bit under par. And as the race went on, my recovery was getting better and better, and my strength got better and better, and didn't finish the last stage, but in terms of winning the race, it was over by then.
So back home your new home in Chapel now.
Yeah.
Next time we see you is going to be in the Tour of Flanders.
Yeah.
Why is that important to you?
The Tour of Flanders, in cycling, what we call the classics period, there's a series of races in Belgium and northern France, Paris-Roubaix, Tour of Flanders, which are all covered on British Eurosport. They're very, very tough races. They run over 140 miles. And again, in terms of the bigger picture, workloads of that you just can't recreate in training. And that's why it's so important to me, these races like Paris-Nice, Tour of Flanders, Paris-Roubaix, they really set you up for later on in the year in Athens, and races like the Tour de France and that, which you just can't simulate in training, those high workloads. So in terms of getting results, they are important. But in terms of the bigger picture, they're even more important.
So overall, new team, new house, into the season, you're feeling on track for the Olympic goal?
Yeah, everything's on track now, and really looking forward to it. Starting to feel a little bit nervous already, which is a good thing, I think. It's a bit of a reminder that it really isn't far now, Athens, and it's time to get down to it. So looking forward to it now. Okay, it's dinner time now, so we're going to have to ask you to leave. We'll see you in a month's time, and hopefully be another step towards winning gold in Athens. So we'll see you then. Come on. See ya. This period really is a heavy period of racing and training. There's a series of races in Belgium and northern France, Paris-Roubaix, Tour of Flanders. They're very, very tough races. They run over 140 miles. In terms of the bigger picture, workloads of that you just can't recreate in training. They really set you up for later on in the year. This is really where I think Olympic gold is going to be won, more so than the later stages. In terms of getting results, they are important. In terms of the bigger picture, they're even more important to finish and make sure you get in place.
Wiggins today? You've been out looking for them? Have you been up the road of Gamsberg, the last, how they've resurfaced it?
No, I haven't.
It's fast now, it's fast. It's not like it was before.
Yeah.
They had the big cobbles before, now the cobbles are about this big, and they've put them like that.
Yeah.
And they've left the last little bit by the church.
Right.
But before that, it's quick. It's very quick. Oh yeah, nothing like it used to be. Coming to the hills badly up anyway. And underway they go. That group then on this, the Tour of Flanders, going through the early part of the race, 131 kilometres to go to finish. But now the Lotto Domo team have taken on the front here. There's Bradley Wiggins, I think, on the left-hand side. Just wait till we get a better shot back down into the crowd of riders. Yeah, there's Bradley moving up. It's a succession, isn't it, Sean, of the climbs that makes a difference rather than just the severity of them.
Yes, well, it's the number of climbs you go over, and as you go into the race, the distance you have covered, then it starts to hurt.
The intensity of riding up these climbs, and they're getting tired. This purely must be a danger time for them. 6 hours of racing, and with Aldag near the front, but certainly third back, I think, was Van Petegem starting to come through, and the attacks are going thick and fast. The three riders will now see the finish banner as well. And Horst losing ground as Westerman puts the power on. Westerman for T-Mobile and for Germany gets it on the line.
Bradley Wiggins in the home straight, Brad McGee in the back straight. Great Britain versus Australia, this for the Olympic title. Well, Wiggins is really piling it on here, and McGee is trailing in his wake at the moment, but 4,000 metres is a long way. Wiggins is absolutely flying. He's really rising to the occasion here. What can Brad McGee do about this? Bradley Wiggins coming round to take the gold medal. He has pulverized the Australian, and Great Britain have their second gold medal.
Just dream come true, really. Some dreams do come true, and I've had this one since I was 12, and since watching Chris Borman when he won in Barcelona, and just incredible, really. Something we sat down last September and planned the last 9 months to this day. To absolute perfection and detail, as to right to today, right to the last minute of preparation, and it's quite a big weight off my shoulders now.